Hey, I'm Mr. Kev, bringing you some more coverage from Season 3 of Formula Xbox. And Tier 1, they visited Jerez for Round 8, and a bit of a difference in Season 3 here, deviating from the normal F1 calendar. And Jerez, very old school circuit, very tight, very difficult to get right, a bit like Imola, and the curves, they're not very forgiving either. And if you make a mistake, it's like a slight lockup, you are going to end up on the grass, and the barriers are very close as well, so it's very easy to make a mistake. As you see me, I've already locked up on this qualifying lap, and I never really had the car hooked up in qualifying. I just concentrated on the race. I had much better race pace than I had qualifying pace, so I didn't expect to be that high up on the grid. And again, we got a nice turnout for Round 8 here with 14 guys in the lobby, and I didn't qualify that well. Again, you can see for once it's not a smooth lap, it's a very scruffy lap for me. I'm looking up here, left, right and centre, and to get the brakes just right for the race I had to put them towards the rear, but I just decided to keep them on standard in this qualifying lap, and you can see that he's causing me to lock up. I'm not quite getting the lap together, but I do really lose time in this last corner. I just couldn't get this last corner right. It seems like you have to brake much earlier than you would like, and then you just got to use the radius of the corner just to, you just got to have the same steering input as the radius of the corner just to get round and, get some speed going. But I just never quite got that right, and as you can see, I just qualified in 11th, outside the top 10 again. I qualified 11th in Canada, so I qualified 11th here. So I'm getting consistent in qualifying. That's the main point. Not that it's low down on the grid, but that I'm getting a bit more consistent. But here we are on the grid, 11th out of 15 in the end, so someone joined after qualifying. And, it's not a very long run to the first corner, but it'd be nice to make a position up. And we definitely look to make a position up. We got a nice start as well, better than Drastic Devil alongside us. And Kel's on the outside. And I know he's going to perhaps stay on that outside, but you can see Drastic Devil moved across on us, and I didn't notice this at the time, strangely, but looking back, I did give Drastic Devil a tap, and there was some chaos in front. You can see Brandon spinning in front, Devil's on the grass. Now we've got Luz, he's rejoining the track, not really noticing me there. He's just trying to get the car going in the right direction. There's Devil passes out of nowhere. Cartman appears as well, and he was just lagging all over the place. I don't think he on his screen I was alongside him, but we have to give room to Drastic Midget as well, looking down inside. We're really dropping back now on this first lap, but we're down to 10th out of 15, and you're going to see a really dramatic example of how Cartman was lagging. Him going into the gravel there, but he was just fine. He was just way in front, and sync options, lag problems again, quite prominent in this race. I think I just made up a word, but Simoncelli, as you can see in the Marussia, he started third. He ran right there, and so we got past him as well as he dropped back. We got Stomac behind, and there goes Drastic Devil contacting. I think that was Hybeat as well in the other McLaren, and so we've got to give him room on the inside as well. And he was lagging around as well, and so was Brandon, and I think Hamilton fan Cartman. So quite a few guys were having problems with the connection here, and as you can see, we outbraked ourselves in that last corner, that tricky last corner. Lorenzo corner now that is called, and Stockmat got past us. But later in the lap, on lap 2, we just ran wide as Stockmat got past Drastic Devil as well, and there goes Hybe past us. Then on the end of lap 2, we were defending from Brandon, so we were in a nice even kill there for a lap before we started falling back again. And as you can see, I was in the 17th. Look at us, over 5 seconds behind. But as you can see, we were in the middle of the road, and we saw Brandon was going down the inside, so we gave him room down the inside, and there he is past us. And I think that's Hybe or Stockmat. No, that's Stockmat, and I think that was Hamilton fan, I believe, or Cartman. He made contact with in the Force India. So we made a position up, and then on the end of lap 3, this is not an incident I was involved in, but it just highlights the problems we're having with the connection here. Look at this, no contact whatsoever there, but it was a bubble. The bubble was back, and he got Drastic Devil there, unfortunately, and Brandon, who unfortunately knocked him into the gravel there, even though it didn't really knock him into the gravel. But as you can see, we stayed behind for a few laps on a similar pace, so doing quite well. But then we just outbraked ourselves in turn 1. As I said, if you make a mistake, you're going into the gravel, and you're going to cost yourself loads of time. And there goes Drastic Devil past us, and the tyres, they're starting to slightly go off on my car here, and I'm starting to feel in a bit. But We stay with Drastic Devil. On to the next lap here, around the first sector again. He runs a bit wide rather than look on the outside, but no, he defends harshly, moves across harshly on us there and stays ahead of us. But later in the lap again, he makes a slight mistake again. No, this is similar, but we've got the right hander now on the next corner, so he can't move across to the defender, so we just take down his inside there, get back up to 6th, and he ran right in the gravel and had a bit of a spin, so Stop Matt got past him. So about 10 laps later, unfortunately, the problem with the old school circuits, it gets a bit boring. So, you know, it's very difficult to pass here. And so I was just defending hard from Brandon, but my tyres started to go off on these last couple of laps. Look at this. Oh, that wheel spin out of the last corner. So Brandon got past me around the outside. Drastic Midge on the left-hand side. He's a lapped car. He's a lap down, but he was faster than me. And, you know, he put his nose ahead a couple of times, as you will see. But now Brandon's just getting away from me. I'm just holding on for this last lap. I thought I held on. I thought I had enough to hold on. You know, but as you can see, I was really struggling. Look at this, 2 bites of the cherry just to get out of that left-hander there. So very difficult on this last lap. And Drastic Midget, you know, much faster than me. If he just indicated a bit more, think that he was fast, I would have probably just let him go. But you know, he's very reluctant to pass me because I'm a lap up, and he didn't want to like interfere with my battles that I was having. So moving the brake bars to neutral, but unfortunately, slightly moved across him just as I was changing the right burst, so just me kind of tapped me into the gravel, unfortunately, and that cost me a place to stop Matt, so I fell down in another position. Drastic Midget retired, and you know, I was pretty angry about that at the time, but looking back, you know, it was partially my fault as well that I got knocked in the gravel there. But out, run to the line, I was defending from Sinincelli. I ran a bit wider in that last corner. He ran wider though, and so I managed to just hold on from the Marussia. It was a dreadful race for both him and me. Well, it was a good race for me, but those moments cost me a top 5 there, unfortunately. But getting better, and in Silverstone, maybe we'll get a bit better more. So thanks for watching, so till next time, cheerio.